There is no way I could do a Buffy top 10 list without doing an Angel one. This series is just as good, if not better, in some ways than the show it originated from. It's also highly underrated, so I'm here to show it some love. This is your spoiler warning. I will be discussing major events that go down with the team at Angel Investigations. So with that out of the way, I'm Kendall Richardson and these are my top 10 episodes of Angel. Number 10, Tomorrow. The first entry on this list is the final episode of Season 3. By the time you finish it, things are never bleaker for the team at Angel Investigations. After a season-long build-up, Angel and Cordelia are finally ready to admit their feelings for each other, when the powers that be step in and Cordelia ascends to a higher plane, and Angel descends to the depths of the Pacific after a betrayal by his misled son, Connor. This episode is heartbreaking and bittersweet and leaves an empty feeling in the viewer. It is also a great cliffhanger and end to a fantastic, albeit crazy at times, Season 3. Number 9, Destiny. The best thing about Season 5 was the addition of Spike as a series regular, and this episode is a testament to that. Angel and Spike have a complicated history, which is only made more complicated when Spike is suddenly a contender in a prophecy that had previously only alluded to Angel. Flashbacks are used brilliantly to highlight defining events in the pair's relationship, including the first time that they met and the first time they came to blows. The climax of the episode shows the two of them fighting, and not just over the prophecy, but over everything they've been through together, and their deep-seated hatred for each other. The Angel and Spike dynamic is such a thrill to witness, and this episode is made great because of it. Number 8, You're Welcome. This marks 100 episodes for the series, and it is everything a milestone episode should be. This is the swan song of Cordelia Chase. She awakens from her coma, or does she, with a final vision for Angel to help him and set him back on the right path. There are some lovely and bittersweet callbacks to Season 1, and some great character moments, especially between Cordelia and Wesley and Cordelia and Angel. The episode comes to a head when Angel and old foe Lindsay duke it out, exchanging blows and banter about their history together, with Cordy backing Angel up. But it's the final scene that clinches it. I dare you to make it through Cordy's goodbye to Angel without crying. In fact, I double dare you. Such a beautiful and sad farewell to one of the Buffyverse's most beloved characters. Number 7, Darla. In my opinion, the standout episode of Season 2. And it's also a great treat for fans of both Buffy and Angel, as this episode is a companion and crossover of sorts with Buffy episode Fall for Love. Comprised of flashbacks juxtaposed brilliantly with the present day events, in the past we see Darla struggling with Angel having a soul, and in the present we see her struggling with having one herself. We also see how she came to be a vampire, sired by Buffy Big Bad, the Master. The two episodes also share one identical flashback, which takes on a whole new meaning when viewed in this episode. Julie Benz is absolutely outstanding in this episode as Darla, so it's only fitting the episode was named after her. Number 6, The Girl in Question. Another great episode for Buffy fans. Probably the funniest episode centered around the Angel and Spike dynamic. The two of them are sent on a mission to Rome and coincidentally find out that Buffy is there and may need their help. These two events are tied together through the Immortal, who we learn through more excellent flashbacks is a long-reviled nemesis of both Angel and Spike. The two spend the entire episode bickering over who Buffy truly loves, recalling pivotal events that have taken place over both Buffy and Angel. As one of the final episodes of Angel, it serves in retrospect as a goodbye of sorts to these characters and everything they've been through over the course of both Buffy and Angel. For a darker show, the funny moments are pulled off excellently, making for a hugely entertaining episode. Number 5, Smile Time. Possibly the most unique episode of Angel and truly one of its best. When Angel and the team are looking into a children's TV show that is hurting several kids, our vampire with a soul finds himself turned into a puppet. No, really. Essentially, hilarity ensues as each character's reaction to Angel's predicament is more priceless than the last, with Spike's of course being the most fun. After calling him a wee little puppet man, the two of them get into a hilarious brawl. For an example of just how great this episode is, here are some of my favourite quotes. "You're a bloody puppet! I do not have puppet cancer! Screw edutainment! Is there a Geppetto in the house? I'm gonna tear you a new puppet hole, bitch! Side note, this episode is the one where finally, Fred and Wesley get together. But will it last?
Not really.
Number 4, Hero. This season 1 episode never fails to bring the feels. Doyle was a character that most of us were sad to see go, and it was a complete shock to kill off a main cast member not even halfway through the show's first season. But sadly, our Irish vision-getting half-demon's time was up. He went out honourably though, sacrificing himself in Angel's place in order to save the day. Not before leaving a parting gift for Cordelia, however. They kissed, and he passed on his visions to her, thus setting up her storyline for the remainder of the series. The episode is incredibly moving and poignant, and a fitting tribute for actor Glenn Quinn, who played Doyle as he sadly passed away 3 years after leaving the show. His was a brief and memorable appearance. Number 3, Not Fade Away. One of the most epic series finales in television history. After being recruited by the senior partners to work for Wolfram and Hart, the series-long Big Bad, at the end of the previous season, Angel and the gang finally work out a plan to take the fight to them. The resulting episode is jam-packed with emotion, humour, and nail-biting moments. Angel realises that this fight might well be their last, so in a fond farewell to our main characters, he tells them to go and live their final day doing what they truly would have wanted. By the time the episode ends, tragically, Wesley is dead, Lorne kills Lindsay under Angel's orders and leaves unable to fight any longer, and the remainder of our heroes are left standing to face up to the wrath of the senior partner's demon army. This caps off a fantastic series and one that sadly ended too soon. Wesley's death scene is especially moving as it plays out almost in parallel with Fred's death scene, which occurred only a few episodes earlier. Speaking of which, Number 2, A Hole in the World. Looking up the definition of gut punch, you'll find this episode. My favourite character on Angel, Fred, becomes infected with an ancient god named Illyria, and the course of this episode is a race against time to save her life. The entire cast knocks it out of the park here, especially Amy Acker, who plays Fred, and Alexis Denisof, who plays Wesley. I love that all that Angel has to say to rally his troops is, Winifred Burkle, go. Spike had only been with the team for a few short months, and he was devastated by what happened to her, but not as devastated as Wesley. He never left her side until the very end. Fred's final words, "Why can't I stay?" sum up this episode perfectly. Such a tragic end to a beautiful and loved character, and probably the most heartbreaking Buffyverse death. And that's saying something. This list has been the toughest one to decide on so far, and that's a true testament to just how good Angel is. So here are 3 honourable mentions. Number 3, Orpheus. I think you need a witch. Willow Rosenberg is in the house! Recently, Angelus resurfaced in order to help the team stop Season 4's Big Bad. Of course, this backfired spectacularly, so Willow was called in to re-perform the first spell she ever cast, Re-Ensoling Angel. Meanwhile, Faith and Angelus are in drug-induced mystical comas and find themselves revisiting memories of Angel struggling with having a soul, which culminates in a fourth wall break of sorts as Flashback Angel and Angelus fight each other just as Willow and Cordelia are magically battling it out to restore Angel's soul, which culminates in a fourth wall break of sorts as Flashback Angel fights with Angelus whilst Willow and Cordelia battle it out magically to restore Angel's soul. Such a fun, dark and intense episode that is thematically brilliant and filled with great character moments as Willow interacts with the members of Angel Investigations, especially with Fred and with Wesley, who is actually played by Alison Hannigan's real-life husband, Alexis Denisof. Number 2, Awakening. Another episode to add to the gut punch definition. This is the episode where Angelus returns, but in such cruel fashion we are strung along to believe it doesn't actually happen. I should have guessed it though, because way too many good things occur. Wesley and Angel reconcile, Connor and Angel finally accept each other, and Cordelia and Angel get to be together at last. Notice how all of these moments involve Angel and happiness? The whole thing was an induced hallucination of happiness to trigger bringing Angelus forth. So evil. The episode ends in a stunning way with Angelus turning to the camera and just laughing maniacally. The gut punch hits you in that moment hard and that is what makes this episode worthy of an honourable mention. Plus Indiana Jones references. Number 1, spin the bottle. Memory spells. When do they not backfire? Seriously, they should just be banned. Cordelia cannot remember anything about her life before she became a higher power, so Lorne comes up with a spell that he thinks can fix it. That's not gonna work. It goes awry, and hilariously our cast reverts back to their 17-year-old selves, which includes Angel reverting back to his mortal self, young Irishman Liam. Gunn is practically the same person, Fred is a school nerd who smokes weed, Wesley is adorable and endearing as the dorky head boy of the Watchers Academy, and Cordelia is her Season 1 Buffy self, the rich Queen Bee of Sunnydale High. The episode is filled with hilarious moments, Liam being a man out of time, and a great callback to Season 1 of Buffy when Cordelia saw Angel for the first time, or in this case Liam, and remarks the exact same comment. Hello, salty goodness. Lorne's overarching narration is also another highlight and ties this episode together perfectly. And my number 1 episode of Angel is... Number 1, I Will Remember You. It took me creating this list to realise that this episode had been my favourite all along. Sarah Michelle Gellar makes her first appearance here on Angel, and the two of them fight a demon which infects Angel and he becomes mortal. At first this is a blessing. Nothing is keeping Angel and Buffy apart anymore. There are no more soul-crushing repercussions. Get it? But just you wait, because of course this is too good to be true. Angel realises that becoming mortal will do more harm than good, so the powers that be agree to turn back time to prevent his mortality from happening. But Angel, as if he needs more torturing, will be the only one to remember the events that took place during his brief, blissful time together with Buffy. David Boreanaz's and Sarah Michelle Gellar's performances in this episode will blow you away, especially during the final moments of that day when their hearts are breaking before your eyes and Buffy cries, repeating a desperate mantra, "I'll never forget, I'll never forget." But sadly, she will. Oh boy. And that is a wrap on my top 10 episodes of Angel. What did you think? Agree? Disagree? Or agree to disagree? Leave a comment below and let me know. This is your friendly reminder to like and subscribe for more videos starring me. I've been Kendall Richardson, your tortured vampire with a soul, and you've just experienced collectible chaos!